Good evening, and welcome to the Crypto Overnighter. I'm Nicodemus, and I will be your host as we take a look at the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. And remember, none of this is financial advice. And it's 10 p.m. Pacific on Friday, July 28th, 2023. Welcome back to the Crypto Overnighter, where we have no sponsors, no hidden agendas, and no BS. But we do have the news, so let's get to that. First, we'll be diving into the U.S. House, where two critical bills are making waves. The Fit for the 21st Century Act is a historic move that aims to clarify the murky waters of crypto regulation. But the road is not without its bumps and controversies. And speaking of controversies, we've got the stablecoin legislation, a bill that's causing a stir and has polarized lawmakers. Moving on, we'll examine the surprising twist in the 2024 National Defense Authorization Act. A provision within this military spending bill could send shockwaves through the crypto industry. Then we'll jet off to France, where Worldcoin, the project backed by OpenAI, has fallen under the stern gaze of the French Data Protection Agency. This controversy revolves around a non-standard form of data collection, iris scans. Next, we'll visit the tulip-laden lands of the Netherlands, where Crypto.com is celebrating a significant victory. The company has been officially registered as a crypto service provider by the Dutch Central Bank. What does that mean for the crypto industry, and what implications does it have for the competition? Finally, we'll circle back to the US, where a fierce legal standoff between Binance and the US Commodity Futures Trading Commission is coming to a head. The outcome of this battle could set a precedent for how international crypto exchanges are treated by US regulators. In a significant move, the House Financial Services Committee and the House Ag Committee have advanced a comprehensive regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies in the US. And that alone should merit attention. Usually you never see the heads of two committees pushing a single legislation. That only happens for marquee legislation like the Affordable Care Act. This legislation, if passed, would drastically change how digital assets are regulated, including clear rules around when a digital asset can transition from being a security to a commodity. The bill is known as the Fit for the 21st Century Act. This bill is the single most significant piece of digital asset legislation to advance this far in Congress, ever. It's now been debated, amended, and advanced by committees, and is likely to be voted on by the entire House of Representatives in the near future. However, the Senate's stance remains uncertain. We'll be talking about the Senate here in a minute. Now, the Securities Exchange Commission also appears to be skeptical of the effort. The bill's advancement is a historic step. The legislation aims to create a much-needed digital asset regulatory framework that protects consumers and investors while promoting American leadership in finance and technology. It grants more power and funding to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission to oversee crypto spot markets for digital commodities like Bitcoin. The bill also directs regulators to create a clear pathway for a digital asset to transition from being a security investment to a commodity. Now, that's of interest because a commodity requires fewer disclosure requirements. Additionally, it allows a process for streamlined security-style capital raises through digital asset offerings. It adds $120 million to the CFTC's budget for 3 years by redirecting it from the Securities and Exchange Commission. Yeah, that's going to cause some fireworks. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. While this bill is a significant step forward, it is not without its controversies. There's a related effort to craft a comprehensive framework around stablecoins that hit a significant hitch in a separate committee. Democrats have raised concerns that the bill would allow tech companies like Meta and Amazon to issue their own stablecoins by cutting out federal regulation of digital assets. The Biden administration has issues with the provision. Traditional financial industry players like banks and credit unions also raised similar concerns. However, House Financial Services Committee Chair Patrick McHenry fired back that they could also benefit from the legislation. It's interesting to note that while our lawmakers are diligently crafting a comprehensive framework to regulate digital assets, stablecoins cannot be ignored. Let's remember that crypto isn't just about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Stablecoins have quickly become a vital part of the crypto market, and it seems that Congress has finally taken notice. However, the advancement of stablecoins has been marred by a partisan clash. The bill's final hurdles would be the Senate and a presidential signature. Despite this progress, the House Financial Services Committee moved the bill toward a potential floor vote without bipartisan support. The committee's top Democrat, Maxine Waters, accused McHenry of shutting down talks prematurely after negotiations fell apart on the eve of the hearing. The advancement of the stablecoin legislation marks a significant milestone in Congress. However, the lack of bipartisan support and the White House's alleged unwillingness to compromise have cast a shadow over the proceedings. The bill has faced strong opposition from Democrats who labeled it as deeply problematic and bad for America. Democrats expressed concerns about the reserve provisions in the bill and the differing views on the role federal regulators should play over stablecoin issuers. Despite these objections, the bill was cleared for wider consideration in the House of Representatives with a 34-16 vote. And if you think that's contentious, hold on to your seats. We're about to venture into another polarizing piece of legislation that's causing quite a stir. The 2024 National Defense Authorization Act just passed the Senate, and tucked within its many pages is a provision that could significantly impact the world of crypto. This provision aims to tighten the oversight of financial institutions involved in crypto trading and clamp down on the use of crypto mixers and anonymity-enhancing assets. This amendment was spearheaded by Senators Kirsten Gillibrand, Cynthia Lummis, Elizabeth Warren, and Roger Marshall, who hailed it as a substantial step in regulating crypto assets. The amendment draws from two existing acts, the 2023 Lummis-Gillibrand Responsible Financial Innovation Act and portions of Senator Warren's and Senator Marshall's Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act. These additions mandate the Secretary of the Treasury to establish examination standards for crypto assets, helping with risk assessment and ensuring compliance with money laundering and sanctions laws. The Treasury Department will also be required to conduct a study on countering anonymous crypto transactions, specifically targeting the use of mixers to obscure fund origins. The inclusion of crypto-related provisions in a military bill may seem unusual, but it's not uncommon to add non-defense-related amendments to military bills. The senators defend this move by highlighting the importance of combating illicit finance within the crypto industry. Senator Lummis emphasizes that this measure is crucial for identifying and rooting out bad actors in the sector. The bill also aims to address concerns related to national security, ensuring that crypto assets are not exploited to evade sanctions or fund terrorist activities. So, what does this mean? This move by the Senate is a clear indication of the government's intent to regulate the crypto industry more tightly. While some may view this as a necessary step to prevent illicit activities, others might see it as an intrusion into the financial freedom that cryptocurrencies offer. It's a classic case of government oversight versus individual liberty. The outcome of the House and Senate negotiations will determine the extent of regulatory measures imposed on the crypto sector and its impact on financial institutions and traders alike. Tonight, we've delved into three significant pieces of legislation that could drastically alter the landscape of the U.S. crypto industry, each with unique implications and controversies. We just covered them individually, but I think they're worth looking at as a whole body of work. In my view, these legislative efforts reveal a tug-of-war between the desire for innovation and the need for regulation. It's a delicate dance to strike the right balance, and these bills with their controversies and debates are merely the first steps in a long journey. But one thing is clear, the U.S. government has woken up to the significance of crypto, and this will have profound implications for everyone involved, from tech giants to everyday investors. It's a testament to how far the crypto industry has come and reminds us of the challenges that lay ahead as this sector continues to mature and intersect with traditional finance. Having traversed the legislative landscape, we cross the Atlantic to France, where the bright eyes of Worldcoin are under a stern gaze. But before we do, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to stay informed. Worldcoin is under scrutiny by France's data protection agency, the Commission nationale informatique et liberté, or CNIL. This agency raised concerns about the legality of Worldcoin's data collection methods, particularly the conditions for storing biometric data. Worldcoin requires users to give up an iris scan in exchange for a digital ID and free crypto. People will give up a lot for so-called free crypto. This project has already attracted 2.1 million signups, mostly during a trial period over the last 2 years. Worldcoin's operations have extended to various cities worldwide, including Seoul, Mexico City, and Paris. However, the project has received mixed reactions from the crypto community. While some users express concerns about the potential failures due to its centralization, others argue that proof of personhood is necessary given the increasing presence of AI. And keep in mind, this proof of personhood was cooked up by OpenAI. It's designed so that humans can validate that they are not artificially intelligent. Despite the hype, Worldcoin has been facing challenges. Reports suggest that the project has struggled to recruit new signups. For instance, only around 200 signups were recorded on the first day at 3 designated locations in Hong Kong, totaling 600 overall. However, co-founder Sam Altman refuted these claims by posting a video showing a long line of people in Japan waiting to complete iris scans. The CNIL's investigation into Worldcoin is not an isolated incident. This project may also face inquiries from data regulators in the UK post-launch. The scrutiny reflects the growing concerns about privacy and data protection in the crypto space, especially when it comes to collecting and storing sensitive biometric data. Now, let's talk about what this means. This situation is indicative of the potential risks and challenges that come with innovative crypto projects. While the idea of proof of personhood may seem appealing, it's crucial to remember the implications for privacy and data security. Remember, folks, as much as we love the promise of decentralization and financial freedom that cryptocurrencies offer, we must remain vigilant about the potential pitfalls. I'm going to keep a close eye on how this Worldcoin saga unfolds and what it means for the future of crypto. Emerging from the data protection maze in France, we journey to the tulip-laden lands of the Netherlands. Here, a significant victory is being celebrated by one crypto exchange, marking a milestone in their journey. In a huge development for the cryptocurrency world, Crypto.com has been officially registered as a crypto service provider by the Dutch Central Bank. This is a major milestone for the company. Crypto.com has been recognized by several jurisdictions, including the UK, Dubai, and France. The Netherlands has been known for its tough stance on companies like Binance and Coinbase, but it has now recognized Crypto.com. Technically, their name is Forest Dax Global Limited, and we're going to be talking about Binance here in a bit. They're in a bit of trouble with the US government. Now, the CEO of Crypto.com, Chris Marszalek, expressed his satisfaction with the development. He said the registration approval from the Dutch Central Bank is a testament to their commitment to compliance. He also expressed eagerness to continue working with DNB and other regulators around the world. The Netherlands previously imposed fines on companies claiming they served Dutch customers without registering. This registration process acknowledges compliance with anti-money laundering and sanctions norms. Interestingly, Binance recently announced its withdrawal from the Netherlands after failing to secure registration. The recognition of Crypto.com by the DNB comes ahead of the new European laws set to take effect in 2024. Under the MiCA regulations, exchanges and wallet providers licensed in one EU country, such as the Netherlands, will be able to operate across the 27-nation bloc. This licensing process is more demanding than registration and involves checks on governance and financial health, not just AML and anti-terror financing. This development is a significant win for Crypto.com and a potential loss for its competitors. It's a clear indication of the company's commitment to regulatory compliance and its ability to navigate the complex regulatory landscape. It also signals a potential shift in the regulatory environment in the Netherlands, which could have broader implications for the crypto industry. I see this as a positive development. It shows that crypto companies can indeed comply with regulatory requirements and operate within the legal framework, at least in the Netherlands. On the other hand, for those distrustful of governments and central banks, this development might be seen as an encroachment of traditional financial systems into the crypto space. However, it's important to note that such regulatory recognitions are crucial for the wider acceptance and growth of crypto. And now, to wrap up tonight's whirlwind tour of the crypto world, we circle back to the land of the free, home of the brave. A fierce legal standoff between Binance and the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission is coming to a head, promising an explosive finale. Binance filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit brought against it by the CFTC. Binance argues that the CFTC is overstepping its jurisdiction, as the exchange does not operate in the U.S. Also, CEO Changpeng Zhao does not reside in the U.S. The filing further states that the first 6 of the CFTC charges do not apply to the foreign conduct alleged here, and several of the charges don't meet the legal standards set out by statutory requirements. The 7th charge, that Binance is trying to evade the Commodity Exchange Act, should also be dismissed according to the filing. They said, quote, "There is no dispute that the CFTC has no regulatory authority over spot trading even in the US, let alone abroad." The CFTC sued Binance in March, alleging the company offered unregistered derivatives products in the US, including cryptocurrency trading services, as well as futures and options products. The regulator further alleged that Binance did not properly supervise its business, have a decent Know Your Customer or anti-money laundering program, and did not register as a futures commissions merchant, designated contract market, or swap execution facility. Binance's legal troubles in the U.S. also include a lawsuit from the SEC filed by the securities regulator last month. In the face of these allegations, Binance remains defiant, standing its ground against the CFTC's overreach. This is a clear reflection of the crypto industry's ongoing struggle with regulatory bodies. The outcome of this case could set a precedent for how international crypto exchanges are treated by U.S. regulators. It's a high-stakes game. The crypto community is watching closely, hoping for a win that could bolster the industry's standing and further legitimize crypto in the eyes of the public. So, what happened? First, we delved into the significant legislative advancements taking place in the U.S. The Fit for the 21st Century Act is a major bill making its way through Congress that deals with the regulation of digital assets. The bill aims to clearly define the transition of a digital asset from being a security to a commodity, thereby creating a transparent regulatory framework. I wonder how Chair Gensler feels about that proposition. However, the journey of this legislation is far from smooth, with significant opposition from different quarters. Next, we looked at the controversial stablecoin legislation that's been advanced to the House floor. Despite its potential to provide a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies tied to the value of a fiat currency, this bill has been met with strong opposition due to concerns about the implications of allowing large corporations to issue money. Our legislative journey then took us to the passage of the 2024 National Defense Authorization Act, which includes a provision that could significantly impact the cryptocurrency industry. While the aim to clamp down on an anonymity-enhancing asset and the focus on anti-money laundering measures are seen as necessary by some, others view it as an intrusion into the financial freedom that cryptocurrencies offer. Over in France, Worldcoin has come under scrutiny for its data collection methods. The CNIL raised concerns about the legality of Worldcoin's iris scan requirement for digital ID and free crypto. This has sparked a debate about privacy and data security in the crypto space. In the Netherlands, Crypto.com scored a significant victory as it was officially registered as a crypto service provider by the Dutch Central Bank. This recognition is a testament to the company's commitment to compliance and its ability to navigate the complex regulatory landscape. Finally, we ended with the legal standoff between Binance and the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Binance filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit brought against it by the CFTC, arguing that the regulator is overstepping its jurisdiction. The outcome of this case could set a significant precedent for the crypto industry. And that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank you, my listeners, because when you stop listening, I will stop talking. If you enjoyed tonight's show, then please like, follow, subscribe, leave a rating, or maybe a review. And in the meantime, we'll see you tomorrow night.